Also overnight, Rochester police urging people to be vigilant after several reported sightings of a large and potentially wild cat. Have a look at this. Police say it stemmed from a video circulating on social media, which appears to show that animal. This video was sent to us by Stephanie Baez. RPD also received numerous calls overnight for sightings of this cat, but the reports have not been substantiated. So overnight, officers used a drone from the sheriff's office to search the area of North Clinton Avenue and Rauber Street. Police couldn't find anything and lifted a shelter-in-place order. Now, RPD this morning, they are asking anyone who observes a very large wild animal, they're advised to go indoors immediately and call 911. We now want to take a closer look at some of the stories that are sparking conversation online and find out what you have to say and where you stand on some of these hot topics.
Yeah, we're going to start out with a wild story. Rochester police urging people to keep their eye out and be vigilant after several reported sightings of a large and potentially wild cat.
This is a wild story in and of itself. Police say it stemmed from a video circulating on social media which appeared to show the animal. You can see in this video, this was sent to us by Stephanie Baez.
RPD also received several calls in the overnight hours for sightings of the cat, but those reports have not been substantiated.
Now, overnight, officers used a drone from the sheriff's office to search the area of North Clinton Avenue and Rauber Street, but couldn't find anything.
The shelter-in-place order has been lifted. RPD says if anybody observes a large wild animal, they are advised to go indoors immediately and call 911.
Now, I have to imagine, Steph, that people are weighing in on this on social media. What are they saying?
Yeah, well, it's a mix of both shock and maybe some familiarity for some people. So we'll start out with Lisa here. So she said that my stepdaughter told us she saw something on the Hojack Trail in Webster in the early 2000s. DEC trapped it. Was a mountain lion that was declawed. So. Wow. Another sighting in another area, potentially. As for Kyle, he suggests the reported sighting may have to do with environmental factors. So he said, quote, keep taking away where they live. It's bound to happen where they go places in search of food. And then the unconfirmed sighting also has some people asking bigger questions. So Jamie saying, where did this wildcat come from? Portia also adding, my daughter saw one 2 months ago, one night at our storage unit in Webster. So another potential Webster sighting. Shaking my head, wow, I thought she was lying. So again, police have not verified that this was a wild cat in the city, but a lot of people thinking that it may be a mountain lion. Others are just poking fun at the situation. Derek wants to know if he can pet the animal, while Amber sees this as an excuse to call out of work.
Do you remember that?
Do you remember that video? Can I pet that dog? Can I pet that dog?
That's what that's from.
That's what he's doing.
But I would imagine the answer is
yeah, the answer is no,
don't.
Derek. Mm-hmm. Listen, wild story, wild story. And again, no shortage of remarks. And, we were talking about it, and somebody actually sent me a photo on TikTok of what appears to be a wild cat like this size, saying my sister took this in her backyard. I got to send it to the newsroom to see if there's any validity to this.
Yeah.
Crazy, though. Crazy story.
It really is. And you know what? We already have so many comments on that post.
Yeah.
And it was just posted, 4:15 this morning? Something like that. So we definitely want to hear what you at home have to say. So.
Important, though, quickly to point out that RPD did check with the zoo.
Yes.
And the zoo says all of its animals are accounted for. So that's not a factor here.
Yeah, good.
From your breaking news and weather authority, this is 13 Wham News at 6.
Is a mountain lion roaming the streets of Rochester? The search continues tonight. One man claims he came face to face with that big cat.
They said, "Rawr," and I just kept walking. I seen me see it.
Oh boy, here we go. We begin with the search for what appears to be a mountain lion or some sort of other large cat roaming Rochester streets. You've probably seen this video by now. Good evening, I'm Matt Malloy. The wild sightings actually prompting a shelter in place at one point overnight near Rauber Street and North Clinton Avenue. That has since been lifted. 13 Wham's Natalie Calzatoni met with the man who claims he came face to face with this elusive animal. Natalie, this is what everyone is talking about tonight.
Yes, it is, Matt. And the DEC says based on the video and measurements taken at the site today, the animal does appear to possibly be a cougar. And if so, it most likely did not arrive to the region on its own. Now, I spoke with a man who says he came across the wild cat while on a walk.
I heard the rawr. I felt that rawr. I knew to keep it pushing. I knew that.
Curtis Jones says he was walking near Rauber Street late Wednesday when he saw people running from what appeared to be a large wild cat.
After I see the people run, I just see something big just walking, just right over here, right by the bush. It went right over here. I swear, I promise you, it went right over there. And it said rawr, and I just kept walking. I seen me, see it. So in my head, I'm like, nah, I gotta go, man, I'm out.
Rochester police say officers became aware of a video on social media that appears to show a wild cat, which some people claim is a mountain lion. RPD says it received numerous calls of reported sightings, including one near North Clinton Avenue and Rauber Street just after midnight.
About like this big. Word. It was just walking, slithering, like it was, I don't know, man.
A shelter in place was ordered and then lifted when RPD was unable to verify the presence of a wild animal. Police say no reports have been substantiated. Jones tells me he remains on edge.
You gotta keep this bat right here, man. I'm gonna keep this bat right here, man, just in case. I'm gonna protect this. I ain't gonna let nothing happen to us, nothing, okay? They ain't find it last night. It's still out here. It could be out here in one of these bushes or something. You know, them mountain lions, they be rawr, they be crawling and, you know, they serious.
The Monroe County Sheriff's Office assisted the investigation by using an aerial drone. The Seneca Park Zoo told 13 Wham all of its animals are accounted for.
I don't play with lions. I don't play with tigers, bears, nothing with the wild. I don't play with those. I promise you. I don't even do roller coasters. I'm good.
And RPD says until the validity of the original video can be confirmed, it urges the public to remain vigilant. If anyone observes a large wild animal, they are advised to go indoors and call 911.
Oh, Natalie, thank you so much.
Of course, it's about the apparent cougar caught on video wandering the streets of Rochester. There it is.
All right, so the state DEC says the animal could be a cougar. They're making that assumption based on the video sent in and the estimated measurements of the animal. They say it most likely didn't arrive to our region on its own.
A shelter in place was issued on Wednesday when sightings of that animal were first reported near North Clinton and Rauber Street. That, of course, has since been lifted.
So while the video is absolutely crazy, what really is going viral is one particular neighbor's reaction to this alleged encounter with the animal.
Yeah, if you missed it, have a listen.
Just right over here, right here by the bush. It went right over here. I swear, I promise you, it went right over there. And it said rawr, and I just kept walking. I seen me, see it. So in my head, I'm like, nah, I gotta go, man. I'm out. I ain't about to play with nobody. I ain't about to. Look, they probably done seen it right now, so I don't know what's going on, but you gotta keep this bat right here, man. I'm gonna keep this bat right here, man, just in case. I'm gonna protect this. I ain't gonna let nothing happen to us, nothing, okay? And once it seen me in my head, I just stopped breathing. I ain't wanted to get my scent. I ain't wanted to feel my heartbeat. So I'm like, man, we ain't doing that. Oh no, we ain't doing that right now, no. They ain't find it last night. It's still out here. It could be out here in one of these bushes or something. You know, them mountain lions, they be rawr, they be crawling and, you know, they serious. I ain't get that close, but it made. I heard the rawr. I felt that rawr. I knew to keep it pushing. I knew that. Understand? Don't let that tiger get y'all. Rawr.
Okay, I could be friends with him. I could be friends with this guy.
Yes.
I like I saw it, see me, see it, watch him. Like, great storytelling.
Really?
Yes, yes.
I can't tell you how many people have commented on our posts, or, I mean, my dad texted me and said, this man is amazing.
Right?
Oh, my gosh.
Amazing.
Christian, let's go over some of the thousands of comments that we got on this.
Did you see he's such a protector? You see him look over his shoulder the entire time looking for that
he's
thing?
ready. He's got the bat.
You know,
ready
you
to go.
gotta believe the guy. He saw something because he can't get through that interview without looking over his shoulder.
Yeah.
He's our own protector, our own Batman, shall I say.
Yes.
So pretty brown-skinned Sawoo says, give the cameraman a raise because I would have been laughing the whole time he was telling the story. Could have been a camera woman, though we don't know. Adam Stachow says, this will be an internet classic. And Megan Lee McKenzie says, I see an SNL skit on the horizon.
Oh, I never even thought of that.
Yeah, it's a good idea. Barbara says, some heroes don't wear capes, they carry T-ball bats.
Oh.
And Michael Schmaus says, if it said a cat is found, let it be. We aren't the only creatures in this world, LOL. I think it's laugh out loud, not lots of love. Melvin Medina says that cat's out here running his own neighborhood watch. No salary, no days off, just vibes. Kevin Powell says, I don't think that a bat is going to stop a hungry cougar. Jel Hanna says, face-to-face encounter is wild.
Listen, this story from start to finish, soup to nuts, top to bottom, is bonkers.
It really is. And, you know, you think to yourself, this is real, right? It has to be real.
I mean,
right?
You look at the video.
You look at the
video. You look at the video.
I mean, but we talk about it all the time here on ARC Rochester, how realistic AI has gotten.
Yes.
Right? But, you know, in my mind, okay, the police reached out to us to say that this is what's going on.
Yeah.
There's something we're not discussing, though. This could be a shapeshifter, humanoid from another dimension who's lost.
Ooh. Oh. Listen.
No one's saying that. I don't know why.
Well, Christian, I'm right there with you. I think there's another segment in the show where we dive into conspiracy theories of this.
Conspiracy theory? What are you talking about?
Listen.
Yeah.
Everybody says it's a cougar.
Yeah.
What if it's an alien?
Could very well be. Who knows? But it looks exactly like what it's supposed to be. But who knows? Sometimes remember the Loch Ness Monster picture from the 30s with the neck coming out of the water? That was a toy submarine that somebody took a picture of. So you don't know. Maybe someone's playing tricks, a little hocus pocus, a little smoke and mirrors there. You don't know.
You never know. Listen.
Either way,
yeah, people are going to talk about it.
Yeah.
Thank you, Christian. We appreciate it.
It's about to descend on the city. Just a few hours from now comes the question of whether a large elusive cat is on the prowl in the night. Good afternoon. I'm Matt Malloy.
I'm Karen Edwards. The DEC is actively investigating. We're also learning more from a wildlife expert who is weighing in tonight. 13 Wham's Natalie Calzatoni brings us the latest. Natalie.
Yeah, Karen, Matt, as of today, the state DEC is working to validate the images of the viral video, and a wildlife expert at Cornell says reports should be taken seriously until confirmed or refuted. Ring doorbell video of what appears to be a wildcat roaming the streets of Rochester, prompting confusion and community concern. A man claiming he came face to face with a large cat near Rauber Street Wednesday.
They said, "Rawr," and I just cut walk. I seen me. See it. So in my head, I'm like, nah, I gotta go, man. I'm out.
The State Department of Conservation says the animal in the video appears to be a cougar, but it is working to determine if there's evidence to validate the images. A wildlife expert at Cornell weighs in.
So my first thought is often a bobcat in this type of situation, which is a large cat, but this is definitely not the shape of a bobcat. It seems to be much larger and has the long, thick, characteristic tail that you would expect in a mountain lion.
The DEC says if it is a cougar or wildcat, it most likely did not arrive to the region on its own. A cougar was last documented in New York State in 2011.
Any sighting could potentially be a pass-through of a wild animal, but more likely it is an animal that someone has illegally kept as a pet in a captive setting, and then either it's escaped or been released.
The DEC surveyed the neighborhood near the viral video, but did not observe any signs or evidence that could be helpful, such as tracks, scat, or fur. Dr. Childs-Sanford says large cats, such as cougars, are elusive animals.
So they're quiet and they are stealthy. So I wouldn't expect, if you saw one, that it would be likely to stick around. It will not seek out humans intentionally. They definitely do not want to be around people, but it still is a dangerous animal.
And the DEC encourages the public to submit reports or call 911 if they observe this animal. And we will have contact information for the DEC on our website, 13wham.com.
Since Wednesday, mountain lion talk is taking over conversations and social media feeds. This after Rochester police received several reports of a possible wildcat roaming the city. 13 Wham's Lowell Rose talked to some people today who say these social media memes have brought them some joy. Lowell, good evening.
Good evening, Matt. Now, as you know, this is the talk of the town this week with businesses, organizations, and some schools getting in on the fun, claiming the wildcat has been spotted. This as officials are actually keeping an eye out for the possible mountain lion.
I did hear a roar, but I'm not 100% sure if I captured the whole.
Kelly Scott, the owner of Get Cake Bakery, saying the mountain lion stopped by to pick up some desserts.
We had just refilled the shelves. We had just stocked everything in the cases, and in walks the mountain lion. And I said, psst, psst, psst. And it looked right at me, and bought a hummingbird cupcake, enjoyed the hummingbird cupcake, and carried on out. It was great.
So-called spottings of a mountain lion are popping up all across social media after what appeared to be a large cat roaming through a city neighborhood was captured on a Ring camera earlier this week.
I've seen them, I've liked them, I've hearted them, I've loved them. I think they're funny. I think it's kind of cool. It's just a way, it's another Rochester pride thing.
Leroy police getting in on the fun, saying, RPD, come get your cat. Windjammers Bar and Grill in Charlotte posted, we're back from vacation, and we ain't lying. Day trips around Rochester added this one, saying, welcome to Rochester, Thundercat. And Monroe Community College saying, this new student looks a little suspicious.
And I think it's nice that everybody can kind of be a part of it, no matter where you're coming from.
Now, if you are concerned, the posts are AI generated, so no wildcats were actually spotted in these businesses. Seneca Park Zoo even getting in on the action, posting, yes, Rochester, all of our big cats are accounted for.
I think it's great, especially with the atmosphere of everything going on in the world right now. I think it's nice that we can all have a little bit of a laugh together, and about something that's completely feasible, happening, like of a wild animal coming into the city.
Now, Matt, some people that I talked to today actually believe that there is a spotting of a wild cat out there, but they're hopeful that this cat is found safe and no one is injured. Back to you.
The State Department of Environmental Conservation saying the footage from near Culver in East Maine could show a cougar. Tonight, 13 Wham's Daniel Finkelstein spoke with the woman who first shared that video caught on her front step just days ago. Daniel, good evening.
Good evening, Stephen. I gotta say, personally, honorable mention goes to the one I saw showing a cougar enjoying a garbage plate. But Stephanie Baez says she's glad everyone got a laugh out of it, but says for safety reasons, she hopes it's not what it looks like. This is the video capturing the greater Rochester area's imagination. Talk about a video that just made everyone say, wait, what?
I know. I didn't expect the video to blow up like it did.
Stephanie Baez sharing it with 13 Wham, the video sparking other reports of sightings around Rochester and a state investigation.
I can assure you the video was real. Like, I wouldn't make anything like this up because I don't really use social media like that. The DEC police came to my house too, just to confirm that the video was real. So they had to see me go on my Ring app, go back to the history and then show them. And
the DEC later saying measurements taken at the scene suggested a possible cougar, more than likely not a wild cat arriving on its own, but as an illegal pet if so. What do you think it is?
When I first saw it, I thought it was a mountain lion or any type of big cat. Yeah, I hope it's not, just for the safety of everyone in Rochester. But everyone blew it up.
Not only that, but so that video has been shared thousands of times, but then the interview with Curtis Jones, I mean,
what? I don't play with lions. I don't play with tigers, bears, nothing with the wild. I don't play with those.
This interview with a man claiming to have seen the animal spreading like wildfire.
They said, rawr, and I just kept walking. I seen me, see it. So in my head, I'm like, nah, I gotta go, man, I'm out.
I'm glad people in Rochester got a laugh of it and not be scared. But in reality, it is scary, but at least he made people laugh. And sometimes we need that here.
Certainly brought everyone together.
It sure did.
Authorities have not reported finding the animal. The DEC reminds people to be careful, keep a safe distance, and slowly back away if you do have an encounter with any large animal. You can report a sighting at 1-844-332-3267. Stephen, back to you.
All right, Daniel is here with us this morning. We're going to talk about his story. But first, we do want to take a look at what some of our viewers are saying about this online. No shortage of comments this Monday morning.
No, Stephanie Joseph at the news desk this morning. Steph, I have to imagine the feed is just, blown up at this point.
Yeah, that is to say the least. We did gather just a few, but let me tell you guys, this story has been making its reach online. You've seen it since last week. We'll start with one comment. Jeanette saying, has there been any more sightings of it? So she's looking for some answers here. I feel like it's been blown out of proportion for a big cat whose owner probably already found it and it'll never be seen again. Jamie adding, but they haven't found it yet. How can a large lion just hide? Now, it's a big cat. We're not saying mountain lion, but I believe the DEC says suspected cougar. Emily also adding, have you met any cats before? They're pretty creative at hiding, probably in a tree somewhere. Not sure a big cat like that could hide behind a tree. Belinda also weighing in saying, if it's a true cat, put out a large box. It will show. I'm serious. A cat's a cat, and they love boxes.
Linda, you're not wrong at all. That's a great point.
Yeah, something to scratch on, maybe.
Yeah.
Oh, goodness. I mean, people love it. They also love Curtis.
Yeah.
They really do. Guy gave a great interview.
Yeah.
Really did, and he was just made for TV. I hope we can find him somewhere else in the future and loop him in sometime.
Maybe bring him on as a reporter.
Maybe.
Yeah, absolutely. A claim to fame. Daniel, what is your sense in reporting on this story now? Was it real?
Do I think it's real? I think the video is real. Stephanie Baez, when I spoke to her yesterday, addressed maybe some speculation that the video was doctored or AI. She says it's real. And when the DEC police came to her house to investigate, they actually, she says, made her go into a Ring app through the source. You're looking at that video right now, but actually watch it on the Ring app. I was playing around with the video a little bit too. I mean, I'm getting into the weeds here. I see it go behind that tree. So that's the perspective for me.
Yeah.
I do think it could be real, which is interesting. And I think the DEC tells us the last cougar sighting in New York was 2011.
Yeah.
Fairly uncommon. I think people have mixed opinions on that, but obviously to set the stage here, Stephanie Baez and her mother and her family, I think they're a little bit nervous. And so as we enjoy this moment of levity through this video, she's obviously glad that we're getting a laugh out of it, but there are some people here who are a little bit nervous from having that experience. So they had that. The DEC came and investigated. They say, based on measurements taken at the scene, they actually did do that. They believe it could be a cougar. They're not native to the area, so they think it could have came possibly as an illegal pet, which is just capturing everyone's imagination, right? We've seen all those memes. I think my favorite one, personally, was the cougar enjoying the garbage plate, which just people's imaginations went wild, and it was fun. But then you have that gem of an interview with Curtis Jones.
Yeah.
Just made everyone laugh, and that one took on
a life of its own.
Yes,
It did.
Absolutely.
It did.
It's going to become like local legend around here, kind of like the Loch Ness Monster or any of those things. Oh, do you remember when we had the cougar roaming the streets of Rochester?
I really do take myself too seriously because I can't do the noise. But when he did the noise, I just was.
You can do it. Come on, give it a try. Yeah, there we go.
That's exactly
when he did that, I was just in tears. So I had to bring it back for our viewers on Sunday. I hope that people have had a laugh from it, and I'm glad to help bring it to them.
Yeah.
You know, come December when we end up doing those year-end recaps of all of the stories that have happened, the big news, the headlines, this thing is going to be page 1 for the month of July.
I hope so. I really do.
And that interview, we'll get to rehash that,
gosh.
which is always nice.
Yep. Daniel, you know, I know the DEC is investigating, and I know that there are still a lot of questions that need to be answered, but do you know what their plan is? Are they hanging around? Are they looking for this thing, or is it more like, hey, give us a call?
I gather they're still investigating, and I know the report has generated some unsubstantiated reports around Rochester. There was a shelter-in-place order a couple of days back, and forgive me, I don't remember the exact date, but it was around North Clinton Avenue and Rauber Street. I believe RPD used a drone. None of the reports so far have been substantiated. I know the DEC is asking people to report any sightings at 844-332-3267. That's the Regional Wildlife Office's phone number. And just to treat it like any other encounter with a wild animal. Just take it easy, back away slowly, take photos from a safe distance, and then report it. Don't obviously try and go after it.
Yeah, step back inside, spot coffee, take the photos from there.
Yeah. Very good.
All right, Daniel Finkelstein, thank you. We appreciate it.
Thank you both so much for having me.